G'day, this is Captainoob and welcome back to Fallout 4. It's been a while, but what you're witnessing right now is an arena. In this arena, we're going to be putting on a fight. A fellow Fallout YouTuber by the name of TYR recently created a companion mod, which has 5 of his characters that he's created in Fallout 76 and their respective builds transferred and given life to in Fallout 4 in the form of followers that you can get. Now, I've made a bunch of follower mods in the past and then I transferred them over to Fallout 76. So basically, we're going to have my Fallout 5 in a way versus TYR's Fallout 76 5 characters. So this will be an interesting show. The question is, whose are stronger? Will my angels absolutely crush TYR's Drengr, or will the opposite happen? Only time will tell. Now, I've talked to my angels and basically explained to them that we can't expect God to do all the work. We have to crush these pagans and send them to hell. Before we get into the bloodshed, we'll just give a little bit of an introduction to each our combatants, then I'll explain the rules, and then we shall begin.
Also, I'm probably going to be very biased in this. I hope that's not a problem.
Okay, we'll start off by meeting our combatants, starting off with the red corner. Firstly, we've got Odin over here. Odin the Enforcer. This guy is extremely deadly with his shotgun. He is armed with an explosive shotgun that is capable of crippling and staggering and basically ruining your whole day. If this guy is allowed to get a few shots off, he can really destroy his opposing team. So he's going to be a very deadly combatant and possibly a priority target. Next up, we've got Thor, the Dreadnought. Not only is he in a full set of unyielding T-51 power armor, but he's also armed with a great big chain gun, which when that thing gets spinning, not a lot of stuff can survive for very long. So he's the big guy. He's probably going to be the biggest target for everyone to take out. And he's going to be very, very scary indeed. We'll have to see how he goes. Next up, we've got Freya, the Queen Killer. She's got a punch so mighty that it can take out the entire Scorch Beast Plague with a single blow. This one is no stranger to melee combat and will be very, very dangerous up close, as she is I suppose, a wrestler and can really mess up anyone she comes across because she just has a bunch of finishing and animation moves. So she's a very scary combatant and maybe she'll be priority if she comes up close. But if they can keep her back, then she won't be so much of a threat. Next up, we've got Hela, the Ranger. Much like my own Winter, this one relies on stealth and cunning in battle, but luckily for us, stealth is not going to be an option, so she'll be relying on her aim with a suppressed bloodied combat rifle to get the job done. Her being bloodied and her weapon and build being that style, she's going to be even more dangerous as we get her to a lower health. So as soon as she gets to around half health, and maybe even more, she's going to be outputting exceptional damage output. She's also got a legendary effect or a special effect on the fixer that shocks them as well, so even more disorienting powers there. And we've also got Ragnar, the gunslinger. He's got a big gun, big iron on his hip, and is extremely deadly with it. He's got a deadly aim, so he can deal a lot of damage to a single target. He's got a few weaknesses like a revolver-based weapon, which means he's got a slow reload and a bit of a slow fire rate, but he more than makes up for it in his skill with the weapon. There is other red corners, and I'm going to fix the weather. Okay, let's continue this by taking a look at our blue corner combatants. Here we have Phoebe, who is a direct descendant of the Vault 76 roller known as Harley back in the day, so part of the Fallout 76 gang that I have. And unlike Harley, who was just a mere combat medic, the Institute has actually allowed Phoebe to chase more intellectual pursuits to actually become a scientist. But don't let that fool you, she is still a deadly combatant and uses her wits and scientific development as a weapon to use against her enemies. Her special Institute laser gun here with a laser sniper barrel, beam focuser and stock allows her to pinpoint pretty much soft targets with her little scope there, allowing her to knock down targets as easy as dropping a fly. Very nice. She's going to be powerful if she can scope in and target out those weak points. She can get a knockdown and be a general supporting role to her side. Next up is Winter, the deadliest commando in the known universe. Does she really need me to talk about her? She's not one for boasting, but if she's in front of you and she's shooting at you, you don't expect to live very long. We've also kitted out with Secret Service armor. It's a replica that someone made from the mod, but, you know, we all live here in a Secret Service training complex, so there's bound to be a few suits lying around. Bit of trivia, she's also voiced by Kimberly Brooks, the same one who voices Ashley Williams in in Mass Effect. Brilliant, right? She's also armed with a combat rifle, which has the freezing legendary effect and a little bit of criticals here and there. Might completely disable a target and gives her a little bit more of an elemental cryo effect versus her enemies. So anyone caught in front of her, gonna have a bad day. Next up, we have Matilda, who is a descendant of Miranda Holden back from the days of Fallout 76. But unlike her great-great-grandmother, she doesn't really specialize in using heavy guns or shotguns. She's got herself a fully modified automatic Gauss rifle. It's got explosive bullets and a whole lot of damage about her, so she's a pretty dangerous foe up close. She's also specialized in many different combat ways, but she's chosen to use her weapon of choice as a suppressed auto Gauss rifle. Next up, we've got Bridget, direct descendant of Brooke from Fallout 76, from the Vault 76 gang. She specializes in using pistols and is kind of like a rival to Ragnar over there. But instead of using a revolver, as you can tell, she's got a giant 10mm pistol. But that's not a 10mm pistol. That's armed with 50, not BMGs, Action Expresses. Basically Deagle rounds. So she does a lot of damage very, very quickly with her pistol, but requires lots of reloading very soon. And we've also got Ella over here, who is a direct descendant of Becca Brawler Parks back in the day of Fallout 76. Although she has sort of left the brawlingness behind, this one is a little bit different in the fact that she is a Spectre agent for the Railroad, using stealth and subterfuge rather than brute strength, unlike her great-great-grandmother. But there you go. There's our combatants. Let's get into the rules now. Now, unfortunately, Wastelanders didn't ship with a press button to make all of your combatants fight. So instead of making them all fight and just figuring out who can win best out of 3, we've had to divide these into a few different rounds. The first round will be activating just the one combatant, and they'll get a point for every kill that they get. The second round will be a face-off between the 3 best of each team from the first round, and then in the third round, we'll activate all of them at once and see who comes out on top. Points will be given for each kill made by each team. The one with the most points at the end will be victorious. If a soldier is downed due to friendly fire, this will count as a point to the opposing team. If one team ends up being too dominant, we'll have to handicap them by either stripping armor or changing weapons. Okay, we'll have Odin begin round 1 here. He'll be the first fight. So what'll happen here is I'm just going to activate him and reassign him to this red team thing. That means he's active and everyone on the blue team is active. So it's up to him to survive for as long as possible and kill... Never mind. And kill basically whoever he can. And I think Matilda got him. And then once everyone is back in place, and if they don't move too much, we can easily just do it again, but we have to reload a save if the enemies or whatever are too slow here. I mean, the combatants, I should say, not enemies. Yeah, we can just immediately go back and assign Thor now. So you're up, mate. Let's see what you can do with that big chain gun of yours. Okay. There he goes. The combined might of 5 angels might be a little bit too much here. Okay, now it's up to you, Freya. All you need to do is charge the guns. Tyr believes in you. You can do it. Yeah. Look how many shots are on her from the start. Winter, Bridget, Ella's down there, Phoebe as well. So they don't even have to walk off their pedestals. And maybe we could do a strategic movement change for Freya just to make sure she's not going to get gunned down as soon as he takes a step. All right, your turn, Hella.
Hey.
She got a couple of good shots in, but that armor that I've equipped him with completely stopped that. So maybe maybe we could probably lose the armor. Next up is Ragnar. On you go, mate. Excuse me, are you using aimbots? No, but you are... Oh, look, the Bethesda face bug's happening. Look away, she's not black-facing. Okay, so Drengr didn't go too well there. Angels look to be in a dominant position. Let's see how they go on the offensive here. We'll start off with Allah and then make our way across. Let's see what can happen here. And very strong against Allah there. She didn't notice anything until very much too late there. So unfortunately, no points there. And yeah, looks like the offense on both teams are very strong at the moment. This will be interesting to see how this goes on a little bit later. Looks like everyone's back in place now. No one really moved off their pedestals. So we can safely assume that it is Captain Bridget's turn. Armed with a 10mm pistol. And Freya is down. That is a point. She's going after the big guy in power armor. He goes down. And she's charging the guns here, being messed up by... Whoa. She killed him that quick. I think that was a squad wipe. Took down Freya first, then Thor. Odin was next, Ragnar, and then Hela there. That's 5 points for Bridget. She's just crushed it there. Alright. Interesting then. And it looks like everyone's back in place, so you're up, Matilda. Make me proud. We've got some sort of target. There goes Odin. Ragnar's on the shit list now. He goes down. And then Hela gets the Avenger bonus on that one. And you walk right back. Happy enough. 2 points there. Not too bad. Just checking everyone's in positions. They're not very mobile, these guys. I thought they'd be running around a little bit more, especially Freya, because in preliminary testing, she was charging right up and getting in there. But we've been lucky. Winter's up next. She mag dumps Freya. Freya goes down. Hela's next. The grouping on Winter's shot's very tight. She's been well trained. Ragnar gets a big shot in. And the big guy comes around, suppressing fire, using good cinderblock cover there. Still going after Ragnar. Winter's being flanked by Odin here. Looks like... No, she didn't take Ragnar. So she just got the 2 kills there on on Hela and Freya there. Freya, I'm going to shift her up a little bit, I think. Because she's just basically cannon fodder. So if you want to move, you can. Yeah, so she's got a bit of cover to work with now, and she won't get gunned down as soon as she spawns in. And last but not least, we've got Phoebe. Let's see what you can do with that sniper of yours, or that marksman rifle. She sees him. They're keeping closer to the crates here. Just need to be a little bit more careful on the trigger there, Phoebe. And no kills were awarded there. So, after that, I believe if I'm counting this right, that is 9 points to 0 at the end of the first round. So we're kind of crushing it here. So, you know, we might have to lighten the load on your armor a little bit, I think. We're doing a little bit too well, wouldn't you say? I know you like winning. So, after the first round, we have the Angels in the lead on 9 points and Drengr on 0 points, trailing behind very far. Round 2 is on now, and we'll be setting it up pending on what the builds of the characters are. For example, Gunslinger v Gunslinger, Stealth Commando v Stealth Commando, and Heavy Gunner v Heavy Gunner, or as close as I can get to that. There will be a maximum of 10 rounds here on a 1v1 situation, so first to 6 wins, and if they win, they'll take home 3 points for their respective teams. Okay, we're about to start round 2 here, and for the first grudge match versus, we've got Gunslinger v Gunslinger. Also, taking the armor off, we're going back into casual clothes here because we're just too strong otherwise, and that's okay, we're going to the beach afterwards, so it's alright. Anyways, they should see each other. This will be a quick draw battle. Taking some cover there, behind some things. Bridget's charging in.
Screw with the gunners.
And Superior Gunner Training looks like has won the day there. So that is 1-0 in favor of the blue. We'll activate Ragnar this time, so he gets the initiative. And we'll keep going back and forth until we win, or someone's got a clear victory here. And he gets a couple of shots in. He's doing really well, but unfortunately isn't able to land all shots and gets brutally cut down when Bridget mag dumps him. Alright, 2-0 to the blue. We'll go again. Bridget just shoots him, chucks a fresh mag in before he's even able to even react, and then kills him. 3-0 blue. Let's go over again. Come on, Ragnar. Not getting away this time, are you, mate? Bridget is... she's good. She is smashing it right now. Also, Ella, you're in the way there. You might want to put your head down. First one to 6 will win. We'll go best of 10. And Bridget comes in, takes cover. Very effective cover behind the thing there. Takes him out again. And I believe this is a match point right here. Come on, Ragnar. Get out there. Looks like the speed and the ferocity of the 50 caliber Action Express 10mm Deagle thing has destroyed the revolver here, unfortunately, for Ragnar. Looks like that's another win for round 2. Okay, the next 1v1 will be Matilda versus Thor over there. And I'll just give you an idea of what kind of ammo, or I guess resistance differences we've got here. We've got a little bit more in ballistic here at least, so that's nice, courtesy of the energy shield technology. Anyways, we'll get started. We'll activate Matilda first and see what happens. That barrel, well, that chain gun, that's dangerous. Luckily, didn't get staggered there, but if we had have gotten staggered, he would have just kept shooting and got her in a stagger lock until she died and was able to win. So he did pretty well there. Let's see if he can do better when he's got the initiative.
What was that?
Just too strong with the Gauss rifle. See, keep taking cover behind here. He's such a big target that he's standing there. He's got so much more to hit, whereas she's sort of hunkered down behind this thing, and most of the bullets, as you can tell by the little decals here, end up hitting there. You want to move over up to your thing? Nope. Look, she's a bit blonde sometimes. Alright, close enough. Off you go then. You're looking the wrong... it's the wrong way. Alright, so Thor definitely knows where Matilda is, and down he goes. Big Gauss rifle hits. It's just going to make Thor have a very bad day. Don't worry, mate. Just step back up there, and we'll give you another run. And he's straight into firing. So is Matilda. Got the initiative, got the damage there to do a whole lot. Didn't get staggered, so no problems there. I believe this one's for the match, and you're facing the wrong direction. There you go.
No injuries that I know of.
Just shrug off that chain gun and say, yeah, nah, no injuries, it's fine. I'd say, Thor, mate, that she's got your number. One more, just for good luck. There you go. Doing well here. Oh, no, he's had to reload the first time. And during the reload, he was killed. Alright, get out of here, Thor. You are clearly outmatched, I think. And you can take a break. And last but not least, we've got Winter versus Hela. And Odin, you don't want to stand there. And even Thor, mate, you need to leave. Go away. Please clear the combat area. Got a real problem with wandering NPCs. Anyways, we'll get Winter to start off first. Big mag dump going on.
Another victory for the Brotherhood.
Didn't even move at all off the pedestal. Just killed her just like that. Hela, your team really needs you to lift right now, so you better.
Wait, what was that? Mission accomplished.
There's no stopping Winter on this occasion. She's crushing it. We'll keep going. And Hela is back in place. Bridget, Thor, move out, would ya? Winter needs to reload. Hela gets a free couple of shots, but they go into the cinder block. See, for some reason, the Angels are utilizing the cinder blocks a lot better than what the Drengr are. Like, what's going on with that? I guess all of that time sitting behind cover and saving the world from aliens is gonna teach you how to use cover a little bit. That's another win for Winter right there. Yeah, she knows it. Yep. All right. One more will do. Oh, here we go. We're on here. Winter's nice and squishy for Hela. So if Hela can get a few shots in, she might have her. Going down to the wire, this one. Ooh, so very close. All right. Just one more chance, Hela. One more chance. Also, Winter's pissed off for stealing her hairstyle. You can't use that. Gotta use something else. Hela, is he gun jammed or something? Oh, she's going.
What? That it?
There you go. One victory for Hela. Too bad we've already won. Winter's already won out of 5 games, but you know, she got one. I bet Winter was just letting her do that. She's even saying I've done a heck of a job. Yes, this arena I think is very good. Thank you for the compliment. Okay, with round 2 over and all of the games taken by the Angels gives them another 9 points, which leads their total to be 18 points. Now it's up for round 3. In round 3, what I'll be doing is activating all of them, and the team with the people that are left standing after the fighting is done will be awarded 10 points. There will be 5 rounds of this for a total of 50 points being up for grabs here. Currently, the Angels are on 18 points and Drengr are on 0, so they desperately need a few wins in this category to keep their spirits alive. But that's okay, because this might be the deciding round, because when they go all in, each single squad wipe they get is worth 10 points. So I'm going to activate everyone there is. If they're the last team standing, that's 10 points. We'll have a maximum of 5 rounds here. So we'll see how we go with that. We'll start off with the Angels, who have had their armor removed because they were just crushing it. So, you know, we're just in our, just in the beach clothing right now. We live on a beach. It makes sense. Don't worry. So we'll activate all of them. And we'll see what comes of it when everyone's fighting at once. Here comes Freya. Gets wrecked. Kind of just hesitates to get in there. Then Winter on the other side. Got Bridget coming in nice and close. And it looks like that was a squad wipe in favor of the Angels there. There you go. Increment Angels score by 10 points. And it looks like everyone's reset now. Just got to check the blue side now. Now keep in mind that if I activate the red ones first, everyone on the blue would be immediately activated. So I gotta do this nice and quickly, otherwise they'll get wrecked.
Something out there. Coward.
Thor, Odin. It's not going well for the Drengr. That is another 10 points. Basically, there's no need for a tiebreak here. I think we're pretty much done, but we'll have one more fight, and then I think we'll call it an Angel victory right there. We'll start off with Ella. We'll go this way.
I don't think so. Wait, what was that?
Everyone is activated now, all out and about. Freya got knocked down. Odin's still out there. Odin took down Bridget, and Ella got taken out by someone else. Ragnar's the last guy left. They're advancing on him. Oh, Thor's still around. Thor's still up. And that was it. And then Thor cracked the shits because he lost, I guess. Someone want to deal with that? Fine, if you want it to be like that, then let it be like that. Stay down, Thor. Stay down. You lost. Alright? Yeah, you're good. I think you can escort your team out of here. That's right, you back off. And we'll be done here. Thank you everyone for coming and watching. We know we had like a a superior crowd support here. Stop it. Get 50 caloed in the face, mate. Doesn't do you very good. Let that be a lesson to any of you who want to do a mutiny against me. You got one last chance, Thor. One last chance before I execute you for good. Alright? I think he's okay. So, looks like we know the strength of my warriors versus Tears. So, you know, I think... Look, there's only one way to describe it, and I'll have to ask someone who's versed in the Nordic language. What's ancient Nord for blowout? Because that's kind of what happened here. And we'll be just escorting these off premises. Luckily for me, I've got some sentinel armor, so he can't do much other than stagger me. But I think you get the idea there. Looks like today... the Angels are strong, and I spent a few days training them up too, so they were good and actual able to do this. Maybe you could make the argument that they're a little bit too good, but that's okay. That's just how it was meant to be. Thor's still pissed off. That's it. I hate that it's come to this, Thor, but you forced my hand. And I'll grab those caps off you. Thank you very much. Is it time? Yes, it is. Don't worry, they're only playing dead. They're not really all dead themselves. Except for Thor, he's actually dead. Anyways, who wants to get fish and chips later? So, there you have it. My Angels versus Tears Drengr. And if you don't know what that means, it just means Badass Warrior in Old Nordic. It sounds like Drengr, like, you know, the zombie dudes in the tombs in Skyrim, but, you know, it's similar. If you want to download Tears mod, I will be linking it in the description below. I suggest you do. It is really good. It's good stuff. Great value for money. I mean, it's totally free, but what you get out of it, out of such a small bit of hard drive space, especially if you are on console, meaning Xbox, there's no PS4 port on the mod because you can't do the scripting, but it's really good. Look at it, download it, have fun with it, endorse it if you're on PC or on the Nexus. And what you saw right here is a little bit of a combat challenge here. And they didn't do too well against the Angels, but they're going to crush anything in the game, especially if we've got all 5 at the same time that aren't meant to be all-powerful and all-strong. So I do recommend you download these things. And if you enjoyed this video, thank you very much for watching. If you've made it this far through this madness, I don't know if I want to do this again at any point or if people will actually even like it all that much, but you know, you can set up a cool few little battles with the Wasteland workshop. Originally I was going to make all of my Angels fight each other, but I think this is way better. So if you want to make some NPCs for my Angels to crush, be sure to do it and give me a Nexus link so I can make Angels grind your NPCs into dust. I'm kidding. There's a little bit of a lopsided fight there, but hopefully we found a little bit of entertainment in that. Thank you very much for watching. And also, I gave these guys another 100 health points to buff them out a little bit. Maybe I need to give them maybe like 300 to 400. We'll see how we go. Thank you very much for watching.